someone, I'm telling you, bro, if you locked in the legal system, you locked in, you covered. Ain't nothing gonna have the narrative, however they gotta spin it to keep you out of trouble. So all I'm saying is, if it's not that boy, it's his friend, someone that was behind on the island. Hold on, sir, 1 second. Someone behind on the island whose parent possibly knows the judge, right? But the judge is helping clean something. Maybe no, right? Maybe the boys on the boat know something happened on the island, right? The point I'm trying to make is, let's use the facts of the case. If he was murdered, it could have potentially been someone left behind on the island.
No, hold on. Let me say this. Let me just say this real quick.
Let me just answer that, and then you can go. Hold on. That's like all theories are out there. I mean, there's not one bit of theory that is just completely, sealed, obviously. So I explore that one. But go ahead, Black Toad, a little bit.
If you say, and I appreciate, I'm going to lower my tone a lot. If you say that you call 911, just talking 911, there's an automatic record that goes on, and it goes to a hard drive. It's just recorded onto a hard drive. Both place. When they get you on the line, it's automatically recorded onto a hard drive. If there's ever a need for that hard drive, it has a certain amount of days, just like video tape recording. It has to be kept a certain amount of days. This recording from that toll Mo can't say the name of it because I don't know it. But that recording was in their hardware drive system. All the state of Mississippi did to get that recording was they requested it. They got it directly from that place, right off of their hard drive, and they took that into evidence. Then after they took it into evidence, they released it per some legal law of people being able the evidence. I don't know what the law is. I'm not a lawyer. I forget.
Can I just say this?
Excuse me. No, please don't interrupt me. They released it to the public. That was exactly what was on the hard drive. Right. So now, so with that being said, the hard drive is still in possession of me.
So
let me say one more thing, and I'll land here. The original that's taken from that hard drive that's with the state of Mississippi has not been doctored, has not been touched in any way by anybody outside. But that evidence, the FBI will be able to peel off the same thing that the sister did.
That last part is key, which who knows if that will happen. But two things. Mostly, you can submit that evidence in there, and they can go with that and what have you as the original. I don't dispute that. I want to be very clear that what wasn't submitted and put in was what this lady did in terms of I don't know what she did. She doctored it up. I didn't say doctored it up. She changed it around so you could hear.
Separated and cleaned the sound.
That part was not submitted to evidence, right?
Yes, it is. Hold on. Yes, it was. Because on the ABC clip, they're not playing the full clip, but you can hear someone say, "Damn it, Bart," just like what you said. And nobody named Bart is listed as being checked myself. So who is Bart?
Jazzy, but
good question.
That wasn't submitted to the court.
Yeah, it was. It was.
One was.
This is the original one. Clips of it on ABC News. It's still the original call, right? And you can hear in the background.
Yeah.
This is not separated audio. You can just hear them say, "Damn it, Bart," right? So long story short, hold on.
The lady's version was not submitted as evidence. That's all I'm pointing out.
Right. Well, the original one was, and you can hear "Damn it, Bart" in it. So who is Bart? That's number one. Number two, left on the island. why is the girl with the only person listed as being on the island? I know there was more people because he was supposed to catch another boat, right? So why aren't they interviewing other people? Because from what I'm looking at, I thoroughly searched who was left on the island, who all was on the island after the boat with the friends left, and they're only listing his female friend. That's it. More people on that island. So that's why I said I'm staying really far away from this. I want nothing to do with it. It's a dirty world, and I'm just here living in it, man. That's it.
Of it is the girl who cleaned it up doesn't have to be the professional to clean it up. The shit that she used was audio recording stuff. When you sample, you can divide and take out sounds and remove sounds. But there was nothing what they had. You can sample something in to a sampler and then divide and remove sounds. They call it stem.
Yeah, but it don't remove voices. It only removes background.
That's right. But here's the thing, though. The other thing is this: that timeline has been set, so we know that there is a timeline that's an hour gap. That hour gap is when he died. Now, the reality of it is he wasn't left on any island, so that's going down left field somewhere.
Whoa, that's a jump. That's a jump.
Because the state of Mississippi has his lungs. They haven't released the lung because the lungs didn't have any water.
That's another jump.
As soon as they released the lung and the throat that was crushed by choking
that's
him,
another jump.
You have all evidence. Because this is the reason why they haven't released it. Because he didn't have any water.
You're just making this shit up.
His throat was.
So hold on.
And that he was put in a chokehold. And that's how he died.
Oh,
I can make up
based on what?
I can make up stuff right now too. Let's not do this. So what? Who Bart is it now?
Bart is one of the guys on the boat.
But how come Bart hasn't been identified?
I don't know.
Black. We don't know.
People do, and they cover for each other. But Bart was the one who killed him. And Bart was the adult.
The brotherhood of white people.
This is like a national story.
That's right.
There's no cover up on a national story. I mean, on boat or he's not.
White people stay on boat. I don't have to tell white people.
Oh wait, but we have a video. Okay. Pro tip, whatever the fuck. I would like you to point out to us who standing on the boat in the video is Bart.
I can't point out anybody. I wouldn't know you from the next one.
And intercepted by
all you look alike to me. All white people look alike to me.
Okay, so you don't know.
I wouldn't know you from Santa Claus.
Amazing. So how do you he killed this black kid?
Hey Matt, I have some audio.
I want an answer to my question. How do you know he killed this black kid? How do you know the damage?
God damn it, Bart. Is he dead?
It's on the.
Yeah, hold on, Matt. I have something for you to hear.
God damn it, Bart. Is he dead? So they screamed Bart's name out and asked, was he dead? And then they yelled his name out. You can hear it.
Matt, this will stop us from arguing. I have something to play. So this is the reason why the lady had to separate the call in the first place. So listen. This is the full call. I'll post it in the chat. It's 8 minutes. I'm not gonna play 8 minutes. But I am gonna start it from the beginning.
You were breaking up a little bit.
Hold on. How do I start it over? I feel really.
What are you on? Hello?
Oh my God.
Guaranteed. All right, unless you have a membership.
Hold on. This is the Cito dispatch call. I really, hold on. I think I'm going to just post it in the chat because I can't start it over. It's on a news website thing.
Oh,
but to separate the audio.
Yeah.
Because pretty much what was happening was there was music from the
should be played because for the sake of the good conversation and
okay, well let me start it over.
Yeah,
Let me
see,
start
I
it over.
already heard it from the Tatum show. He actually played the whole thing.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I just know that you can
What about the other people who ain't heard it?
Yeah, let me just play it.
Yeah.
I got it.
You can go on.
I got it to start over.
Hold on, Jazzy. What's your question gonna be from this? You think, Jazzy? She must be fixing
Hello.
it. You muted her. What is your question gonna be from this? Do you think?
It's not gonna be a question. I'm just showing you something. If you listen real quick.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, here we go. So.
What's up, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, what's the before?
So let's pause it right there. They were saying something in the background of the music playing, right? So when the lady had to separate audio, that's what
wasn't the right.
Listen, that's once is the call. I was giving an example. If you would please give me a second. If not, I'll go on mute. I'm not fighting for no mic on a Sunday. I'm tired. They were saying something in the background of the music being played that was really inaudible. So when someone separates audio, that's what they're doing. They're getting the music so we can clearly hear what they're saying. I heard someone say, "Oh my God," right? Not saying that has anything to do with Nolan dying. It could be that the boat was sinking. So they're like, "Oh my God." But regardless, separating the audio, Matt, gives you a clear
You heard him
hear
saying his name.
Oh my God, bro.
Jazzy?
Yeah, man. I quit.
I heard the separation by the lady. I'm not questioning that she was able to separate and we were able to mention. It's just like, obviously, you really can't submit what she did into evidence because there's no way to trust anybody.
Well, yes, it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People do it all the time. Forensic auditors and stuff when they're listening to audio of things.
I'm talking about the FBI will do it if they want to do it. If there's any reason to do it. Jazzy, they're not going to take what she did and submit it into evidence.
Yes, you can. You can.
Jazzy, I'm saying they can.
They will.
No, they won't. This will not.
Yeah, they will. They can.
This will not see the daylight.
The FBI can do the same thing. They don't have to take hers.
Stripping it. Actually, she's been doing doctor things in it. We already know that part.
Yeah, but they're not doctoring anything. What I'm telling you, that's why I played that. So you can hear. So you can hear the audio. That's not doctoring something, man.
Jazzy.
But Matt, that's not doctoring. You don't know what doctoring is. Doctoring will be altering something to change it, right?
Anyway.
Let me be very clear what I'm saying. She is known. We already know she doctored. Okay, that part she didn't doctor. She got that part out of it. She's not a good actor.
The FBI can get. The FBI can.
Her evidence.
Get to the bottom.
Her evidence is never going to be shown the light of day in court.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't. I can guarantee you.
I can guarantee you it will. You know how it will? If she submits that to...
You know what will be shown?
Matt.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. Hold on. What will be submitted is the original audio. And that's pretty much it.
And when they can't hear it clearly, you know what they're going to request? A separation of audio. Exactly. And you know what's going to happen? You know, she's going to say, I have one. Right? And they're going to do that. And Matt, you're not listening on purpose. You want me to listen to you. Matt, you want me to listen to you, but you're not gonna listen to say about it.
But
I just shut up so you could finish, and then you stopped and I talked, and you cut me off.
Let's go one at a time. One at a time.
You just went.
No, I didn't. I'm talking me off.
Matt, I was just talking and you said no. Yeah.
I give up. You got it. I'm not talking.
If you're trying to negatively say she negatively doctored it in someone's favor, and that's where y'all losing me. Everybody's on the side that sounds dumb as fuck. If they take the music out, it can definitely be submitted to court. Now, whether or not they choose to use it, just like they didn't use any of the evidence in fucking Carmelo Anthony's case, they chose what to use, right? That's what happened. Everyone fighting over what's gonna happen. Y'all all sound dumb to me because there's not enough evidence, and the evidence that has been put out there is not enough. Okay. There's a psychology report. There's nothing leading to anything, right? But everyone's making assumptions, black and white. You're getting mad. This guy's getting mad. Everyone's mad because people are saying things that oppose from them. I'm using logic, and I'm telling you that can be submitted into. It can, regardless of how you feel, it can be.
No, this is not.
Yes, it can.
I can tell you what's going to be submitted to evidence if you want.
You can't tell me shit for the Mississippi court system.
I can guarantee.
You work for the sheriff department.
So I'm just gonna go make.
So how the hell do you know what's gonna be submitted in the evidence?
And I'm gonna have them submitted to evidence.
This is what y'all. You don't know nothing. You can't tell me nothing about what they're gonna submit into evidence.
It doesn't make any sense.
You don't know.
So everybody can just submit evidence in the court. That's
old evidence. And that's what I'm telling you. You're diminishing the value of the separated audio. It can be admitted into evidence. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. It can be submitted into evidence.
Okay.
That's my claim.
Clearly, she's not wanting to listen. It's unfortunate. Said that the evidence wouldn't be submitted. I just said her evidence is not being submitted, and they will never see the light of day. There's no way, because everybody would just be making up stuff and going, "Okay, look what I have over here. This over here." The FBI is going to be the one that actually does the submission of this evidence, all right? And then, yeah, they might actually strip it down. They'll fix it up, whatever you want to call it, and we'll see if it flies there. But they're definitely. That was my whole point.
Can I speak?
And you can say they are, but they're just not going to do it.
Can I speak real quick? Man.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna bring it to empathy because we're going back and forth on this stage, and the sad part is the young man with a promising future came up dead and can't explain it. And I think on both sides, and I hate saying both sides, but it shouldn't be a side. It should be like, what happened to that young man? Everybody should be feeling like that happened to him. And I think even his friends, I think his friends, the way they're acting, it's almost like what I'm seeing in here. It's like that young man is gone. And it was such a mystery. And it's probably going to be a mystery forever. And I'm just saying, where's our humanity? That's the thing.
I don't mean, Brady the impression nobody cares about what happened.
Maybe I should have said not in this particular, not just in this room, but just in general. As I go through different, and we're just having a conversation. As I go to different platforms, it's like I hear it, but something in me is like, dang, passion for my life. It was mudslinging, and that boy gone. Promise the future. Touch me.
They care about what happened. They just don't care about what you care about. They care. I guarantee you, they care about what happened. That's why they're lawyered up. That's why they're lawyered up. That's why they're preparing to fight, because they do care about what happened. That's why they've been silent, and nobody And more than those people on that boat seen what happened. And not one of them white folks has said a motherfucking word. And that's them holding the line. And you know why? They're holding the line. They're holding the line because that boy's grandfather was worth over $300 million. And so when you're in a small town, when you're in a like that,
are people guilty when they lower her up?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then why bring it up?
Well, I think they lower it up very quickly. They lower it up very quickly.
You goddamn right. They lower it up because they know it's going to be a fight. And that's what we're doing. We're preparing to fight. It's a white fight. And that's just what
There's one night at the sun, though. There's the shooter of a wolf.
You would do the same. I'm sorry? You would lower up if you were accused of murder, wouldn't you?
Nobody's been accused of anything.
Stuff. Yes, they have.
Nobody has been accused of anything. Nobody has been taken into custody. Nobody has been accused of anything. Okay. Nobody.
Yeah, who's in custody? Who's in custody?
Nobody's been in custody.
Hold up. Hold up.
This is wild, though.
We just heard Totem Pole accuse them. What do you mean no one's been accused?
Nobody has been. Mississippi has not accused any of them.
Why you have it that way?
Hey, Joe. Hey, good to see you, brother.
You can't, hold on, you both ways. You can't accusing these white boys of doing something wrong.
Nobody accused them of anything.
Saying, well, they should.
They haven't been legally been accused of anything.
I was you right here on this stage accused them. You're here. If that was going on, yes,
Don't fall into this weak argument. He's conflating accusations with convictions. So this is terrible.
Accusations are accusing. Hold on, no.
Accusations are not convictions.
Accusing. I'm not conflating it.
Okay, yeah. Accusations are not convictions.
It's going to be a black and the reality of it is we know how white people are. They know how we are.
What are you talking about?
The reality of it is.
So look.
The reality, and I'm gonna land here. We know who and what we're dealing with when it comes to Anglo-Saxon white people in this country. Racist country. These folks are racist. They can dance and hymn around it as much as they want. But they're racist. The state of Mississippi is a very racist place. And they do. So now, in this case, there was some divine intervention. There was a recording. They made a lot of mistakes with this whole situation. And the body is going to tell a story. Mississippi just can't dance around. And so
you're accusing
the body. Well, here's the reality of it.
No.
Let's see if we can agree on that. Let's see if we can agree.
So are you accusing them of murder right now?
My accuser has nothing. I'm accusing you all of murder. You white motherfuckers of murder.
If you're doing that, then I would want
YES.
So they shouldn't lower up at all. Accusing them of murder.
But the point of it is, here's the reality of it. Nobody's been taken into custody. That means nobody's probably going to go to jail. There was a little divine intervention, and that was that recording. The recording is what it is. You're trying to dance around that now. You're even trying to change the narrative to what if he was letting this or that happen. But no, we're going to focus right on that tape because the tape is divine intervention. That was from the creator himself to be able to catch them on tape and a dead body right there on the tape. So we know what's going on, but we know who we're dealing with too. So tensions are getting high in America. You killed seven, and we're a peaceful people. We don't have a problem living in the country with you, but it seems that you're gearing up and getting ready for what's going to be in that war. That's what you want.
Bro, nobody wants a race war.
That's what you'll get.
Okay, so let me just follow Totem Paul's logic, just so I understand. So he was murdered on the boat because they said, "Oh God, he's dead." Right? That's what you're saying. Bart said that or something. Totem Paul, is that right?
Bart.
This Bart guy. Bart. Nobody knows who Bart is, but he killed Nolan Wells, I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm fueling up my
It's one of the friends. I just told you, Matt.
Bart is one of the friends. He is one of the friends, and they've hidden Bart. They've hidden Bart, and Bart. We know Bart wasn't black because that's not a black name. We wouldn't name our kids.
Okay,
Bart.
I'm going along.
But here's the thing.
This is not to do long monologues right now. So, oh yeah, for sure. So Bart, how did Bart do it? Did he strangle Nolan in front of everybody on the boat, and then
what I think what happened was there was a tussle that went on, and I think that he was choked, and I think he had choked from behind, maybe he was choked, but I think that was the damage to the throat.
Okay.
Wait. And caused that red mark in the back of his head because he was choked to death.
Okay, this is why the boat is. Hold on, don't let the forward. Don't almost come off mic. And this is because this is while the boat is sinking, right? That they have this moment to, strangle and choke him and make sure off because the boat is sinking. Is that how this works, or explain that part?
No, the way it works is they said in the recording, pull the plug. Now the boat has a plug that's underneath the boat. Is it buoyant or will let in water? Well, obviously they pulled the plug so that it would let in water because the boat ended up floating around for about 5 more hours after that, moving different places on the GPS. It went back and forth throughout that water system. So we know that. Okay. So there was nothing wrong with the boat. And 17 feet of water, then they switched and said they were in 31 feet of water. So there's lies being told throughout it.
Hold on. So is the boat wasn't sinking? So they called to let the
as an alibi. As an alibi.
Oh, okay. Just to alert the authorities that they're choking somebody and killing them right now. That's kind of the thing.
I think person was already dead. I think Nolan was already dead.
Okay, but on the audio...
Let me ask this. What was the alibi? Everyone keeps saying this alibi. It's alibi going to be... What was the intent of the alibi? They're calling the tow people, right? Nolan's dead on the boat or he's dead in the water. What was the alibi? Okay, we're going to call the tow boat people and say what? Tell me what that was.
The first thing they did before they even called the tow place is they called the boy's grandfather. The boy's grandfather was called because we know from the timeline, because when they spoke to the ship captain said, we've already spoke to the grandfather.
No, I hear you on that, right? No, I hear you on that.
Hold on. So the first thing they did called the grandfather. Now, whatever the discussion was between the grandfather and whoever the grandson was, this was at that point that one of them called the ship tow place.
Right,
when they
why?
called the place,
what was the alibi gonna be? Like if I murder somebody, I'm gonna say, hey, I was over here. That I'm not gonna be able to be placed at the scene of the crime because that's my motive and all this other stuff. What was the point of calling the tow boat people? How is that going to separate crime? Because that's what you're saying.
If you want to know what I think, I believe that there was blood on the boat, and they pulled the plug to bring up some water and out some of that blood that was on the boat. I believe that what happened was they got into a tussle. The tussle resulted in him bleeding in some way. I don't know how. Blood on the boat.
I ask you a question?
Excuse me. Hey, hold on. I'd like to finish my thought. It was blood on the boat is what my thing is. So they pulled the plug so some of the water would drain out, get that blood off of the damn boat.
Okay,
and they know how to do all of that.
Okay, but let me. Wait, one more thing, please.
To be validated. She was asking because she didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Yes or no? That formative of anything, right? General public associate socialism with 10,000 of different things, right? Because there is also no stake in giving those answers. You cannot test them. You cannot understand if they are robust or not. They're generally not correlative with.
And likeness of God, that we in Christ Jesus. That was in paragraph 1.
That's the clear stuff right there. That's literally. Yeah, it's clear as day right there. Not that this was his beginning or that he was created in this moment, but he joined his own workmanship. The meaning that it means that he's the one that actually is the progenitor and creator of mankind. Which says, right, where he says, let him align himself under one who was called his eldest son, in which we are all made from. I mean, come on, bro. Like, what are we trying to do here at this point?
Tell us, motherfucker. You tell us.
We can go to every book by book that he wrote, and this was his consistent theology, right? It's like, what are we doing, guys?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, here's another one right here. So you got Ignatius again, Ignatius, along with the deacons, where he's talking.
Hello.
John Kitover. John, I gotta ask you.
This is a public service announcement for the campaign to elect John Kitover to Chicago mayoralship. If you are suffering from chillism brain rot from the Nathan Art Experience Project, and you're out of this disaster of a conference call app, I could.
Doesn't say son in there, so correct.
It doesn't mean son, bro. It just means the father, bro. Usually, where they say that the father is not teaming, bro. You guys.
Yo, we kicked out. So wait. We were gonna keep fucking John after kicking out Daryl. Is that was that?
You're anti-Semitic. You're fucking anti. You're a fucking Jew hater.
Oh my god.
Yo, the difference is this. This is the difference. Daryl, he lost it all. First of all, he said, I don't debate. Okay, so we let it pass, right? Then he said that I'm this type of person. Like, you know, he's like a millionaire. He got this, he got that, blah, blah, blah. Successful. Then on top of that, right? On top of that, he just want to cry and tell us how he almost committed. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, go someplace else and cry, bro. See it, no. Don't come in fucking here. Yeah, that's me. I'm good. I don't want to listen to it. I'll kick him on it. John, we didn't do that with John Kitover.
John Kitover is back. I'm here. Hello. John Kitover's back. Proceed with the interview. Go ahead, Huey. I'm here. I'm here, gentlemen.
He asked me something interesting, John. He needs you to help us promote and grow chillism. How do you feel about this offer, John?
Chillism has grown leaps and bounds over the years because of the dedication, hard work, and heavy lifting of Nathan the artist.
Damn, he won. All you gotta do is suck Nathan's dick and you already in. Like, that's how this works. He won.
That was it.
Wow.
Back channel Daryl, let him know. Bro, he just came out and said it. I mean, Timothy still hasn't admitted it. Just saying.
And this Nathan gonna pick Baba over Timothy.
Right? Crazy.
Right now, bro, I'm in tears right now, bro. I just finished.
So John, can I ask you a question about the rooms you do?
He said he just finished.
Yeah, standing by, waiting for the question.
You use a mobile farm and you've rigged that, right? In order to do all as many rooms as you do? All right.
You're asking. Hello? 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 Hello?
Please, man. You like literally yelled at my bro. What the fuck?
Don't act, nigga.
No, bro.
Oh, Chilla's in
Yeah,
the
do it
poker
again.
room now?
Do it again.
Crazy.
Listen, in response to your, and I'm not sure what you're asking. Obviously, you have to use a cell phone to use this app. So, do you want to refine your nonsensical question? Hello?
Was it nonsense question that you were using some kind of mobile rig, to run at once, right? Because you're able of running multiple rooms at once. That's a question. But it seems like you want to be a sensitive bitch about it. So keep sucking Nathan's dick. I guess I'm not the one.
I'm not going to suck Nathan's dick. That's your job, Hugh. You're the loser in here 24 hours a day.
That's a fact, but like,
listen, I just want to know, when you suck Nathan dick, when you suck Nathan the artist's dick, what does the smegma taste like?
Oh, that's a Jewish thing. So you really are a Jew, you know.
Pineapples and blueberries.
And a tad bit of pumpkin spice.
I do want to salute Nathan the artist and the Chillism House. You guys are undefeated. No one, not even politically correct, Ban and Patty and First Lady and those factors. No one stand the test of time like Chillism. Hey, yourself. Chillism is eternal. Chillism is infinite. Chillism has been uploaded and downloaded to this. You are eternal, Nathan. Your art project is supreme.
This is what Nathan likes. This is what he does it for.
Hey, John,
This is why he's in the game.
Like that about like politically correct. Like, why are you always like broadcasting their room and not Nathan's room?
Wait,
Nathan's going to write about this compliment in his diary. Dear diary, John Kitover, I'm the greatest. You made me like art even more today. I'm going to do a painting because John Kitover encouraged me. Dear diary.
I'm actually going to do a portrait of John.
The other day when John was like, yo, you should keep on going to the gym, I was like, bro, I called my mom, I was like, bro, John Kitover knows that I have my gym art going on. I fucking made it. Deadass.
Congratulations, again.
Thank you.
So John said that the cheerleaders are comparable to the politically correct ones? Is that what John said?
I don't know, but I like that he complimented Chillers. I think that was pretty random.
Everybody know. Let everybody know. Chillism is throwing down the gauntlet. We're ready to fight everybody and anybody in these clubhouse streets.
I got $10 on Sam.
Yeah, I started taking everybody's money on the table. Now I looking at
We will continue.
I'm not sure how many of you are college graduates. I doubt any of you are, because you see, in college, you do this thing called mock trial. You guys do. It's just mock trial. So it's almost like you haven't graduated college and you're still stuck in a temporary holding phase.
Would you like to debate
You
on a
might-
specific topic?
Well, all I want to say is to the weightlifting, the only reason I know about your weightlifting is because Mountain, aka Mountain, is complaining.
While you were in the armed forces.
Correct. I was injured in the United States Service Connect disabled veteran.
But was it during your service?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
You know what happened? You want to know what happened? I ran into a. She was a major, and she said, run up that mountain, soldier!" And she was on a golf cart, and I said, "What, bitch?" She's like, "Run up that motherfucking mountain, soldier!" And I'm on a golf cart, and you ain't even gonna run up this fucking mountain with us, bitch. She's like, "Run, soldier, run!"
Jinx?
John, you have a brain injury. How long ago did you have it, and how was your recovery?
Thank you for asking that question. My brain was injured approximately 20 years ago when I went full retard when a black female in the United States Army told me, "Get up that hill, soldier!"
Oh, so the recovery was
That's what they have to try to humanize this shit.
Not recovered.
Yeah, no, it's okay, John. I asked because I had a brain.
Yo, Jinx got stray dog syndrome. She sees a stray dog on the street. She's like, "Let's take it in."
That's how I got both of my dogs. You guys gotta chill. And my cat.
What she was like, I could fix him?
No.
Y'all gonna leave me hanging on that one? Oh my god.
Jinx is Captain Save-A-Ho.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you say that's how you got all three of your dogs?
Silly rabbit.
Okay, thank you for taking it as a joke. I didn't mean it offensive.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, Mr. Jinx was it that he was really popular at strip clubs.
He was.
Yeah, all the strippers like me.
And he was saying, like, Jinx saved me. Like, he...
It was hard, you know. You gotta whip them into shape, and you gotta.
You know, that's funny. You
I
say that
I would
now.
love to get an
I believe
audio
the strip
clip.
clubs- I believe the strippers like me too.
I would like to get an audio clip of Mr. Jinx saying, "I used to get hoes back in my day."
Go ahead, try, babe.
I got a question for Nathan, the artist. Nathan, how have you? Hello? Nathan, how have you automated full mental retardation into your life?
I'm retarded too, brother. It's just an expression of who I am as an artist. I want everyone to see the world the way I see the world. With a smile. Doesn't everyone like to smile?
No, smiling causes...
That's beautiful, Nathan. I'm very moved.
That's a fact.
I know, but I just don't understand how have you managed to. Hello?
Stripper. But then I found out she was just really smart and knew how to dance.
Yo, over now? I feel like there's like a weirdo in the room and it's really uncomfortable. And his pants are
Mr.
down.
Jinx, you said Mrs. Jinx did what? The painful.
Don't fucking piss me.
Okay.
Christ. Unload the gun. Take the bullets out.
Okay.
I didn't acknowledge. I wanted to say one thing. So I didn't acknowledge Jacob one day, and he called me a weirdo after that. Nah, can't believe it. I didn't acknowledge Jacob once, and then like he's calling me a weirdo.
So he's still ignoring you. You know why I did it, Chaos? About your bromance with other men. It's broke my...
Wait, can you say that again? So why did you do this?
Because you were out here talking about you're so close when we've shared a relationship for long.
I knew it. I broke your heart and you're hurting me back. I knew it.
Exactly. I cried for you, Kale.
I just want to ask the Chillism veterans, some of the longest standing people here who keep coming back. What is some of the who's the person from Chillism in the past year? Who wins the 2026 Chillism Most Highly Annoying Person Award? Who wins it?
You've won that award every year since 2020.
It's Rich. That would be Rich. Thank you.
Like Don's analysis on that, I have to agree. I think Rich is one of the most highly annoying people I've ever met or heard on this app in my life. I don't think that guy takes Adderall, but if there was anybody who was made for fucking Adderall, it was probably that fucking kid.
So bad. He has ODD, upper defiance disorder. For
Not a thing in adults.
What's that? That's so intense.
Yep. Those two.
So just wondering, is Huey?
So anybody telling him anything, he just goes against it, and then he has like ADD to the max.
Have you also noticed that non-native English speakers seem to dominate stages? And it's almost like they're trying to practice their English like Huey, who's a non-native English speaker. That the non-native English speakers are so engaged in the conversation with native English speakers, and so, but nothing's really being discussed. No high-value information is being transmitted. So when do you realize that you're in a circus tent with a bunch of retards? Hello?
It's true. I try to make conversation about small chit chat of little significance.
That is like my point, because right now I could go into politically correct liberal who talks one word a minute and he says nothing, but yet everyone gives him a little bit of grace and time to speak because he's non-native and he's a Russian and progressive and everybody likes the Democrat. And so what kind of a faggot retard world do we live in when people willingly just waste all their time listening to faggot retard?
By the way, because fuck Daryl. This is way better, right? Right, Stogar? You loving this, Stogar? This is your shit? You grooving, bro?
Oh my god, Daryl, I thought we were going to spend the next like 2 hours making fun of him. That would have been way better than this. I concur.
I disagree, bro. Daryl started crying on the stage about how he almost committed suicide and how his friend killed himself. And his friend,
that's what I was good.
Mate, yeah, I forgot, bro. You white. You into that type of stuff. For me, I'm not.
Yeah, it's awesome. When people on Chillism stages say, I'm rich, you should believe me. Also, I tried to kill myself and couldn't manage to do it. I think you've missed a wonderful opportunity.
To make fun of a person who's going through something in his life that we would lie to come on Club now?
Antagonize person with suicidal ideation.
You can say what you want to me, bro.
gratification.
But I'm not evil, bro. Let that nigga go someplace else where they can take advantage of them. That's unethical.
I think you're in denial about how schmucks your rooms are, and you pick out the best schmucks.
No, that's low hanging fruit.
You're moral though.
If it says something about
this
you,
this is McDonald's, and you're a
like
real
that. No, you think it's McDonald's because you're white and you look down on like black content, bro. But you don't understand the fucking white piece of shit.
Look, I look down on Caribbeans, people that wear in January. That's all I look down on. My melanated brothers and sisters in here know I have a great love for them, a great deal of respect for them. It's just grown men who think drum is a wonderful technological innovation and wear flip flops all day long.
But I'm saying, if you think entertaining that guy is good content, say something to your character, bro. Obviously, something is wrong with him. He's lying on the app, pretending to be someone he's not.
Yeah, dude.
Something
That's the
is
whole
wrong
point
with
of the Wag Pack dinner for schmucks things. You're cool with doing it too. You start to feel that.
Who I do that to?
Oh my God, how much time do you got? No.
That has something that's wrong.
I'm not gonna
that
go
lies
there
on Clubhouse.
if I turn that stone over, the salamanders are gonna never
that's such a good one,
stop crawling
Jacobus.
out from underneath it. The salamanders will crawl from underneath that stone forever. So let's just leave it where it is. Let's just have an honest conversation here, okay?
Okay,
serious road?
listen, I'm gonna
Do
tell
you think you were on a
this.
serious road?
Let me tell you this.
You don't want to answer
I'm not
that
good
one.
at guessing games. No, I'm just telling you this. I'm not good at guessing games. So I'm not gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to go there. That's okay.
I'll tell you this. Besides a few bad apples, right? We do troll, but it isn't like the bottom tier troll. It's like top intellect.
Yeah, so
troll.
that's
One
still
second.
one of those
One second. If you want to say the trolling isn't serious, right? Okay, I give you that.
Trolling inherently
this
isn't
is a
serious.
serious room. This is a room with bland serious and non-serious.
Okay, so what you're saying of the majority of the moments in which we're non-serious, because there's an occasional occurrence in which people in the room are serious in a serious room?
Pick a percentage. What percent?
Oh, the percentages. I mean, that's obvious. It's like 80%, 90% non-serious.
Okay, I was gonna say 70. I was gonna say 70. I'm not that far off.
You're not serious.
That's ironic because I think I'm one of the more serious people in this room. I troll on occasion, but like,
no, you troll in the
mostly.
majority. Are you serious, bro?
I'm 100% serious. I'm 90% serious right now.
You come into this room and your whole thing is to make fun of people that you think are like dumb or stupid or they got stupid positions, right? That's what you do when you come here. So maybe you're serious about that, but serious.
That's serious.
I don't think maybe you're being serious when you make this. Maybe you're being serious when you point it out, but I don't take you as serious when you do that because you do it interrupting in the middle of talking. You disrespect people by just being loud and belligerent for no reason, bro. So you're not serious because you don't understand chillism.
But there's one very you're not considering.
All right, what's up?
Oh, we did a cliffhanger.
I can always leave. Maybe that was the point right there. That was good. Hey man, like, look, I when I hear that type of stuff about how people always commit suicide, I've been on these online platforms for a long time, and people that look for a reason to jump. Yeah, I'll give you a point. I'll give you an example. If y'all know who Dar Dawkins is, y'all know he's the person. I think he trolls because there's no way that
Christian guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dar Dawkins one time, he was out. This happened on Discord. He hosts this room. So people have him as a server, and he's in the room. He's doing the Dar Dawkins thing. This one guy from one part of the world wanted to ask him a question, and Dar Dawkins was like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?" And he's something like, "Hey, I have a question, blah, 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 blah." Dar Dawkins did the, thing where he's mean and everything like that. And homeboy left. He's like, "I'm just going to kill myself." And literally, there's a video circulating someplace on Discord of this dude literally slitting his throat.
Are you serious?
Like, literally.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah, this happened.
I'm serious.
Big deal.
Wait, hang up. Send me the link.
I can probably find it. I can probably find it if I dig, but I don't know if I want to watch that video again.
All right, bro. So all I'm saying is this. Look, I don't entertain those type of individuals. Obviously, something is wrong with him. You don't need to be a chillism. Chillism is the safest. Safe for him. And yeah.
I truly wish we can get Darth into this room. That would be amazing.
You know what? I'm going to talk to him on TikTok.
Is he on TikTok?
Yep.
Does he go camera up or no? He just
Dawn.
No.
Yes, sir.
He came in the chillism a couple times.
Dawn, just hear the last 30 to 40 seconds.
Yes.
Basically, niggas like Daryl shouldn't be in this space because they just need a reason to jump. And chillism that he shouldn't be in because niggas like that are likely to kill themselves. Do you remember the speech I gave earlier about how chillism makes it a point to attack people's lambs or attack people as sacrificial lambs or what's the word I'm looking for? Sacred cows. Attack people's sacred cows. Yeah. Chillism doesn't give a fuck about people's feelings. Chillism doesn't give a fuck about civility or any of these things. It's about, can we make people content at the end of the day? And that would be really bad content if somebody actually killed them fucking self. No matter how many times we spin narratives that people are fucking racist, so it's like, do you see how this is all fitting into the bigger thing I was saying? Do you see how it's fitting into the bigger thing? Basically, a nigga can't come here because we're gonna treat him so badly that he might kill himself, and I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, yeah.
That sounds like
That'd be funny if I. That would be funny if I did say that. I didn't say that.
You implied it. You implied it.
At first I was like, why did you kick? Dang, Nathan, why did you kick him? I wanted to see if he had any injuries or whatever, obviously. Because, I love to pick up stray animals. But then now that you put it that way, I'm that you did do that. Because I would hate for Stilgar to think it's like a free-for-all. Sorry, Stilgar, because you said you thought it would be good content. That's the only reason why I'm using you as an example. I would absolutely hate for him to come here and be antagonized and pushed to that mental space again. I would absolutely hate that. And I can't for even being, in the room. So I'm glad that you did that.
I don't want that on my hands either.
I agree with you. Look, I agree with you. I understand. This is the kind of space where we actually have to worry about that kind of thing to begin with. And to pretend as if like creating a narrative that somebody's a racist is like out of the character of chillism. It's crazy to me because that's like me. Like what I'm saying doesn't make sense. I don't understand what you're saying. That doesn't make sense to me. I just want to say, I just want to say,
you got the last word. You let it go.
Wait, hold on. Continue to go on. That's still the last word. You know that, right?
Yeah, but then the whole value of like, well, don't keep it going because then I'll just try to have the last word. It's like null and void.
I'm bored right now, and I've got energy, and I'm ready, and I'm gonna keep this for 6 months to a year. So, all right. So, like, and it also doesn't diminish the value of the last word, though. Because nothing. If we're being. No. In fact, this is the reinforcement of the threat. Right.
No,
if you think about it. So it's like
I can keep on going. Yeah, you said I can keep on going if you bring it up again. So I'm gonna keep on going. So like whether I keep on going or not keep on going, you're just gonna keep on going. So like the thread goes like if you do A, I will do B. But then you're like I'm gonna do B anyway. Yeah, it's not a deterrent to do A because you're gonna do B regardless.
Depends on how bad B is though.
No, well that's just a modification now. But like basically.
No. Obviously, necessarily it's a modification, but it depends on how bad he is, correct?
I mean, like now that you're clarifying it now, but it's just been.
I mean, Israel says to the fucking Palestinians, if you attack us, we will attack you back fiercely and horribly and X, Y, so what happens, and that's exactly what the fuck happens. And then Israel doesn't stop attacking. Do you think that like the threat is like less valid just because all of a sudden like Israel didn't stop even when the Palestinians stopped?
But like, well, look, I think it's not
we're on the same page.
Now.
Agreed.
No, wait, never mind. I think it's like irrespective, right? Actually, I think that this there is attack you fiercely. You added modification that you didn't do at the beginning. So therefore, the example is different. Which is like attack you fiercely, XYZ. If you would have just said, Israel says, I'm going to attack you, X. Then it'd be like, oh yeah, then the threat is kind of like null and void because they're just attacking anyway. So they're just looking for an excuse to do it.
I agree. But that doesn't change.
Attack you. That's
Yo, David.
Jesus Christ. David's on your side, you lose by default.
Hey, David. Have you ever thought about committing suicide? Please say yes so I can kick you.
That's not appropriate. Not appropriate.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, bro?
That was a little harsh. You know what? That was.
Well, I accept your apology.
For saying, yo, read this book. All right, hours.
Yo, I'm supposed to.
Yeah, the difference is, Dave. The difference is, I agree. You are supposed to go next, Nathan, but like I keep getting interrupted.
Oh,
you sound frustrated.
So if we keep interrupting, you Nathan never gets to go.
My
that's
therapist.
pretty much how that works, right? Like
my
that's
therapist
exactly
would say.
I'm gonna let you
Yeah, so Huey, I was thinking.
No, I just wanted to say this is for the room, right? Because Nathan's never going to agree to this. He's never going to, in good faith, actually engage with what I'm saying. But like the reason I called on you is because you tracked the point I was making about the narrative things and the shit that goes on to act as if like the troll wouldn't have like led to this kind of thing is a bit weird. I wish I saw.
Tao can be talked about, not the eternal Tao. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. Origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, it is nameable. So as ever hidden, we should look at its inner essence. When all the world is